All right, Algebra 1. Ooh, those words got a little big. Sorry about that. Key vocabulary and the key concept. Let's put it together on page 302 in your book. So if you will take a look at page 302. We have been working on slope-intercept form. Now we're going to go to a different one. This one is called point-slope form. Okay, now this one isn't as common, but let's write out the formula. This is the formula for point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. All right, so you need to know that form, and basically, again, we're talking about slope, and we have points, which are your x's and your y's on your coordinate grid. So just write the formula, and then we'll use it in the examples. So example number 1, write an equation in point-slope form of a line that passes through the point 4, -3 and has a slope of 2. So if you remember our formula, I always start with the formulas. Let's write it. Okay, there's our formula. All you do is substitute your points in now. This is an x and a y, and this is our slope. And where you substitute them in is the ones that have the sub number on it here. Whoops, sorry, wrong ones. This one goes here. This one goes there. Remember x, y. So it's going to be y minus -3 equals 2, because that's the slope over here, times x minus 4. Now let's clean this up. This is not simplified right in here, so really that's y plus 3 equals 2 times x minus 4. That's point slope form. That's all you do. So here's another one. Well, let's see what. So here's another one. Write an equation in point slope form of a line that passes through the point -1, 4 and has a slope of -2. So again, y minus y1 m times x minus x1. So we have a point x and y. So y minus 4, because that's the y value. Just be careful you put them in the right place. M is -2 times x minus -1, and you just boom boom that, clean that up. Y minus 4 equals -2 times x plus 1. That's it. Done. Okay, so you're just substituting them in. So now, it gets a little harder after we have to start dealing with this. We're still doing the same kind of stuff. We're still graphing these things. Look at this. This is in point slope form. That's the one thing you just have to memorize. This right here, y plus a number, here's the slope, here's the other one. These two numbers right here are points. This is a y, and this is the x. So it's point -3, 2, and it goes through, or excuse me, it has a slope of 2/3. Okay, so if we're going to graph that equation, you just start on this point, and I know they'll give me a graph, but watch, -3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, you start there, and from there you count out your slope. Rise 2, 1, 2, run 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you draw your line. You're done. So let's see how they do it. There's their point. Notice right here, they start at, how come it's not -3? How come it's +3? Uh-oh, guys. Remember right here, x minus x1, and if they put a 3 in right there to make it for it to be a -3, they had to put in a +3. Ooh, the only way it would be positive is if they put a negative, because 2 negatives make a positive. Oh, my bad. So this is going to be a +3, and this is going to be a negative. So it's so let's look at it this way. It's the opposite of what it is right here. That is a -2. That would be a +3 because they are minuses. My bad. I'm sorry about that. So your starting point then would be 3, -2, but your slope is still 2/3. So look here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, there's their starting point, and you count out your slope. You rise 2 and run 3, and then draw the line. Okay, we'll fix that in, okay, right here. Let's fix it right here. So this point right here, in order for that to be a -1, we put in the opposite. So y is a +1. The opposite of a -2 is a +2. So the point is 2, 1. Remember, you put your x first and your y second. Now our slope is just negative right here, so we have that unwritten 1. So our slope is -1. So we're going to start at the point 2, 1, and we're going to rise. Our slope is negative. We're going to rise. We're going to go down 1 and over 1. And it's going to go like that. Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully it's right. Hey, look! I did it! Write an equation in point-slope form of the line. Okay, so we need a point, and we need the slope. So we have a point. We can pick either one of these. Doesn't matter which one. Okay, and then let's find our slope. Rise 2, run 2. So our slope is 2 over 2, which is 1. And it's positive. No, it is negative because it's falling. So -1 is our slope. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So let's use 1, 1. So y minus 1 equals negative, and we don't have to write the unwritten 1, of x minus 1. And there's our point slope. And then, so they did the same thing. They found the slope. They used the other point, but it would also, oh, there's the point. Either one of them works. Okay. And they're just simplifying them right there. And notice, even though there's two different points, when you simplify them out, they become the same. They're the same answer. Okay, so write an equation in point-slope form of the line that passes through the points 2, 3, and 4, 4. So we have a point for our point slope. The only thing we don't have is the slope. So we have 2, 3, and 4, 4. So let's find the slope. So let's just subtract up 4 minus 3 over 4 minus 2. 1/2. That is our slope. And that's just y2 minus y1, what we've been doing for quite a while now. Y minus y1, m times x minus x1. Pick a point. Let's just do this one, 2 and 3. So y minus 3 equals 1/2. I'm just putting in what I know, x minus 2. There's our point slope form. And that is the one we have. It says or, that's the one we used because we used the point 2 and 3. Okay, example 4, stickers. It says, you are designing a sticker to advertise your band. A company charges $225 for the first 1,000 stickers and $80 for an additional 1,000 stickers. Write an equation that gives you the total cost in dollars of the stickers as a function of the number in thousands. So what we have to do is we have to write a point. Our point is, or we got to figure out what our cost is going to be. $225 for our first stickers. That's the first set. So 1,000 stickers costs us $225. That's what we know right away, is we know we have to pay that. $80 for every 1,000 stickers after that. Alright? Write an equation that gives the total cost as a function of the number of stickers ordered So this is going to be x This is going to be y. There's our first point. So y, wow, this one's hard. I don't know so much that I would use the equation. I think I would just figure it out. 9,000 stickers. So you got 225 for the first 1,000. $80 for every 1,000 after. So you need 8,000 more. So 80 times 8 is 640 plus 225. It would cost you $865. I think that's the best way to solve that. There's my that's my equation I was just using. Let's see what they do. Identify the rate and the change. That's what we started with. I had us go in there. Oh, there's the point slope. I think that's kind of confusing. I don't think you need to use point slope unless you're actually, really stuck. I don't think that was so hard to just solve that one. So I think you guys can go ahead and just solve that, just like what we did. We got the same answer. Let's take it. So let's check out this one. Example 5. The table shows the cost of visiting a working ranch for one day and night for different numbers of people. Can the situation be modeled by a linear equation? Explain. If possible, write an equation. Okay, it can be modeled if the rate of change is the same. That means if the change from here to here is the same for each situation. Okay? So let's divide it out and see. $250 for 4 people. So what is 250 divided by 4? 2, that's 8. Okay, that's $62.50 per person. Let's check the next one. If it's a linear equation, every one of these, if we divide every single one of these, we need to get $62.50. Okay? If we don't get $62.50, then we know that that's not going to be a linear, we won't be able to write it as a linear equation. Did I divide that right? 250 divided by 4. Oh, wait a minute. That's not it. They want us, sorry, it's been a while since I've done point slope form. My brain is not with me. What these are right here are points. Okay? So this is like 4,250. This is like 6,350. Okay? They want us to see, I don't know if I have those the right way. Cost is always usually the y. This is usually the x. I think I have that right. Y. Yeah, I do. This point, I don't know what I'm doing anymore here. Sorry. 8, 450, 10, 550, 12, 650. So you need to take 2 points and find the slope, and take another 2 points, find the slope. Let's see, I think we do that. Find the rate of the change for consecutive pairs. And what happens, by consecutive pairs, that means ones that are right next to each other. So each one of them has a slope of 50. So it is a linear equation. You can model it by the linear equation. So by a linear equation, then, what we're going to use is point slope form. So let's just take one of the points, which that first one was 4 and 250, and we know the slope is 50. So y minus y1 slope times x minus x1. So y minus 250 equals 50 times x minus 4. Okay, that's it in point slope form, but your book takes it a step farther and gets it into slope intercept form by just simplifying this. Do you see y minus 250 do do the distributive property right here. 50x minus 200, add 250, add 250, y equals 50x plus 50. So for every person who comes, it costs $50. And that just to get from point slope form to slope intercept form, all you do is simplify it. You do that distributive property and get like terms together. And that's what I did it all. This is them doing it now. So what if the second company charges $250 for the first 1,000 stickers, and each additional sticker is 1,000? So we're still doing 9,000 stickers. So I would still do this one. I would go $250 for the first 1,000. You need 8,000 more of them, so you need 8,000s. And add that to your $250. $730. They did an equation, but we're going to just solve it. What's the answer? Blank second company. What company would charge you less for the 9,000 stickers? I don't remember what the first company was, but all right, mailing costs. So here is a formula, and these get kind of, or a table, and remember how you need to make these points. 0, 4, 1.06, 5, 1.29, 10, 2.44, 12, 2.90. So we need to find the slope between these 2 points. You need to find the slope between these 2 points. You need to find the slope between these. You need to find the slope between these. And I know that's crazy, but that's what we need to do, is we need to find the slope to see if it can be modeled as a linear equation. So let's just do the first couple, and more than likely it will work out. Let's see the x. So 1.060 minus 0.37 over 4 minus 1. That's a 3, and that's $37.06 minus 37 cents. $0.69 over 3 would be 23, a slope of 23 between these two. Let's try the next one. 129 minus 106. 5 minus 4 is 1. 5 minus 4. 120, that's 23 cents. Okay, so I'm going to guess that all of these are going to have a difference of 23 cents. So that's going to be the slope is 23 cents. So then it says, go ahead and write an equation then. So pick one of the points. Let's pick the first one. So y minus, so this is our point, 1 and 37 cents. This is x, this is y. So y minus 0.37 equals the slope of 0.23 times x minus 1. And if you wanted to go farther, you could simplify that out. The book might simplify it, so I want to show you where that comes from. So you do the distributive property right here. Y minus 0.37 equals 0.23x minus 0.23. Add 37 cents. Add 37, which is really subtract. That'd be 14. 0.23x plus 14 equals y. And that's what they got. Wow. So check it out. Oh, sorry. I thought they were going to do it. They didn't. They just gave us the answer. So, hey, I just want you to get familiar with point slope form so it doesn't look really crazy if you happen to run into that, because you possibly can, especially in Algebra 2. That's it. We'll see you next time.